Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I'm streaming Lord of the Rings Online. We will be trying the Ill Omens skirmish event again. So last time that didn't really work out too well because I couldn't actually do any of the skirmishes, but this time I can do it and yeah, we should be live. Okay, I just saw my playback wasn't going yet, but yeah, this time I checked to make sure I can actually do the skirmishes. So the skirmishes, this one are I think most of the early ones you have Defense of the Prancing Pony, Thievery and Mischief, Trouble in Tuckborough, Siege of Gondomar, and Stand at Amon Soul. So a lot of the early ones you get, and I definitely have those ones on all of my characters, assuming, I mean I'll probably do it on all my higher level characters. So I think this one has 5 of them, and it looks like you only need to complete 4, so it looks like just based on the 2 days I've actually checked this, you need to complete 1 less than the total amount to complete the assault, and then after 12 assaults you will finally finish the quest. And I'm kind of curious if this quest is repeatable to complete 12 of them, because as far as I know the event lasts around, it might not be, yeah, it might be 30 days or so. Okay, I accidentally muted myself there. But yeah, I think the event's around 30 days. Or 36 days to complete 3 of these. I don't know if it is repeatable, the Skirmish Ill Omens quest, I guess. Yeah, it says it's repeatable, actually. I didn't even pay attention to that. So it looks like you might be able to complete that maybe 3 times if you started from day 1. But I will, if I did it every day, I would complete it about 2 times. I don't know if I do that on every character. And then I believe there's also a deed after completing 30 assaults. I haven't unlocked any of the deeds yet, so it might be better to look at that later. And with that deed, I think you get a piece of gear, like a gold piece of gear or something. I haven't actually looked at the rewards to know for sure, but I think it is about time we go ahead and jump into a skirmish. So I think you need to do it on tier 3. I did check tier 1 earlier, because I kind of wanted to get a screenshot of it, but that didn't work out, because I did tier 1. So I'm going to try tier 2 just to see if I get it, and if I don't, I'll just leave and we can do tier 3. But I think you do need to do tier 3. Yeah, it looks like it. So we'll go into tier 3 here. Maybe. So I guess I'm more interested in doing the offensive ones, and kind of doing tier 3 actually worries me a little bit because that will be harder. But we can try that. I do plan to go through the skirmishes, but if they're too hard I might just do the event and leave. I know you can do that. Actually maybe just, I wonder, yeah, I got the new quest. Tier 3, Trouble in Tuckborough. Hold up. Did I get that when I went in tier 2? Quest. Do you get something extra for doing it tier 3 maybe? Do not retreat from combat. Okay, that's kind of weird. So it looks like you can actually do it, in tier 2 and maybe even tier 1. It has the quest in the quest log, but it doesn't actually add it to the tracker, so that's the weird thing that I think was confusing me there. But we can try tier 1, I guess, as well. Tier 3 might be hard just because it like amps up the mobs quite a bit. Yeah, this is just a Deathmonger, not an Ill Omens. Harbinger. Kind of related. I don't know, I saw a screen, I have no idea what spec I am. I feel like I'm in the yellow line. I know I'm in my range stance. Yeah, I'm taking way too much damage here. Yeah, I'm going to try and do this on tier 1. Sorry. I tried to actually plan this better and have it set up, but we're gonna eventually get one of these skirmishes done. Plus I retreated, so I guess that failed. Oh, retreat from combat. Okay. Oh, okay, I get that now. Retreat from combat, like I guess when fighting him. So we'll go back to tier 1 and try that. I'm still having trouble here. It's saying my event. On the dashboard, it looks like it's streaming fine, but on my actual like YouTube gaming page, the stream is just saying the event is ready. Okay, there, I refreshed it, didn't work. That just worried me a little bit. So I do have defeat the Harbinger of Dead and Trouble in Tuckborough, so I have that. I guess there is just the bonus for doing tier 3, because I remember seeing something about tier 3, and looks like it is just that bonus. So we have a Deathmonger here. Again, tier 1 should be pretty easy. It's just tier 3, they amp up the mob damage, their defenses, and everything. It's like tier 3 with regular instances. And my skirmish soldier. I don't even know if you can get an effective skirmish soldier at this level anymore, but the current one, I'm not echoing now, am I? I'm like going crazy with this stream. Okay, I'm not echoing. So we're all good on that. And again, I do, especially on characters that I'm leveling, I do plan to go through the whole skirmish because it's a good thing and fun thing, and that's kind of this event. I want to run through the skirmishes. I know you don't need to for this event. You just need to kill the Harbinger and leave if you are just interested in doing that quickly, but I do want to, as the title even says, skirmishes for the skirmish event. So yeah, this is kind of take 2 from the last stream, because our first run through I couldn't do any of the skirmishes, and I am actually going to do a review of this event. So today I'm basically planning on doing what I was planning on doing the first stream. And then I will do maybe some like general guides with it, maybe just 1 or 2. There's not too much to it. It would just be 1, I guess. And then, because I was thinking of doing a separate video about the rewards, but there's basically no rewards, so that would be kind of pointless. I have 2 Matham Hunters armor things to pick, and the chest piece for that is an upgrade, but I don't feel like it's worth using it. Like, saving it for an alt might be better. And also, one more thing with this stream, assuming, yeah, so I still have that chat on my, it refreshed the chat as well on the actual watch page, which is kind of annoying, but we actually got a few messages because I scheduled this stream like way back a few hours ago. And I want to give a little shout out to Lord of the Rings Silmarillion. He, as far as I know, will be unable to watch it, but he's been pretty supportive of my channel for a while, but I've been streaming just when he's unable to watch, so I've never been able to mention him. I used to stream at more favorable times, at least for some EU viewers, even if I did. Is this mob really stuck outside? Okay, no. I don't think I've ever had one spawn out there. But yeah, now I mainly stream in the evenings. And then Jason Matthews also made a message, and then 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius, and the 37.25 Kelvin. That does not match, but he was talking about, I guess, yeah, the first stream I did, a few people were also upset in the comments, and kind of like me, they don't like that the skirmish is available or ones you had to complete the epic for. But moving on, we can kind of been on autopilot with the skirmish. I haven't seen a harbinger. I haven't been paying too much attention, but I haven't seen one definitely, and I've like killed every mob around. I assume it'll be a noticeable thing. And I don't know if it's like an elite master, a signature, or a regular mob even. Did they? I think there was like this hidden update to the Warden that was never in the patch notes that fixed? Maybe. For some reason I thought they fixed the 3-1 line. But looking at that, yeah, they actually did fix the 3-1 line. It was never in the patch notes, but they fixed it. It's no longer, like, really weak. I'm getting things worth 81 silver. Okay, so we got a Growl Echoes to the West Farm. This one's kind of annoying, but I do want to go ahead and do it. Plus I can make sure I didn't miss any harbinger around here. I also tried DirectX 11, found out that still does not work well with LOTRO. I crashed 2 times, and also just, what's the word I'm thinking of? Just more inconsistent FPS, I guess. It felt a lot clunkier, less smooth. My FPS isn't even that good right now, it's like 45 for some reason. Which is kind of unusual in like this area. I feel like I should have higher. I messed with one more setting. I turned on Distant Imposters. For some reason I thought Distant Imposters actually needed DirectX 10 or 11, but I don't know if that would... Yeah, that doesn't make much difference. I didn't think it did, but... Oh, I have a... Yeah, get rid of that bleed. Paying attention to my graphics and some of the things in skirmishes, because I have run them, and like with my minstrel, I was running them and just have run them various times in the past year with the latest couple updates, and skirmishes do not scale correctly some of the things, so dots in this are really strong, and some of the... Trying to think if it's Shepherd of Filth or Venomous Blood Arrow, those lieutenants, they do like insane damage. So it is one thing to watch out for, at least. Oh, I could have taken the shortcut. I went the long way here. Okay, I'm like totally messing up my skills here, but we'll get back on track in a second. There we go. I just needed to get a couple of those dots that I was messing up the canvas for, and yeah, that situated. I don't really know where to look for the harbinger. I don't know. I'll just keep going about the skirmish, and I mean, it could be near the end. I think they can... I don't know if they can spawn anywhere in, like, each skirmish or what's going on, but we'll continue here. Don't need to worry about them doing too much damage if I just kill them. Okay, see, the numbers that it says it does acts like it's actually fixed, but I don't think that was actually doing 17k a tick. So maybe they didn't fix the fist spear line. Oops. I also think Desolation, because they changed Surety of Death. Surety of Death used to be way stronger than Desolation, but I think Desolation's stronger now. Which makes sense, but I kind of miss Surety of Death. I'm also just more used to using Surety of Death. Oh, barely got... That was like perfect timing to get those annoying crawlers. Okay, so I really want to test Spear of Virtue and see if it ever ticks the right amount of damage. Because it's supposed to be ticking around 17k and it's only doing about 10% of that. And that was... It used to... The actual skill said it did like that little damage. Oh, a Harbinger of the Dead has appeared. There we go. Oh no. Okay, so it's appeared. It looks like there's 2 of them on the map at least. Is that... Guess that's just an elite. They have the skull, I guess you can't see the level. That's kind of what threw me off there. Normally I only see those with Nemesis or something. See when, well, yeah, there I got an 11k tick with surety of death damage over time, which makes sense that they would take a little bit less than the skill actually says, but Spear of Virtue is still not nearly that much. I don't think, unless I'm just missing whenever that number comes up, but I'll try it on the signature. Got light damage overtime 30,000. Who is that to? Oh, that was the wolf. I might have hit one of the wolves with an AoE. This is something I just really want to investigate. I got the light damage over time. Oh, that was surety of death again. Spear of Virtue itself did somewhat decent numbers there. So this is just an ominous Bargus. That's like basically nobody. But this guy has 482k health. I'm going to go to the blue line. Oh, I don't have that set up, do I? I'm going to go to the blue line to be safe because it did say something about retreating from combat, so yeah. So yeah, they reset everything, so on a couple of my characters I'll probably have to go through all this. It might take a little bit, but I won't. Critical defense and mitigation. Yeah, I think I want that. Definitely want crit defense, hot pulses, even though the hots aren't all that strong right now. Morale tap damage, I don't. Actually, I don't know if that increases the healing though. It says it heals the Warden more, but actual effect doesn't say it does. That's something you'd have to actually look at and test, but what do I want? Honestly, for the blue line, Gambit Builder damage might be more useful. And type damage, do I have? Yeah, I would definitely rather light type damage than more points than that. Even with the hot snake not being strong, I'd go ahead and put one more in that. Okay. Oh yeah, we can get rid of this combat tab. That goes too fast to pay attention to anything, but I did want to try and see if Spear of Virtue was doing the right amount of damage. This dude's putting a ton of debuffs on me. So restoration actually, it doesn't seem too bad. I know the Warden hots at one point were really nerfed, at least from where they used to be. I probably need to stop using Spear of Virtue. It's just okay. Yeah, these mobs are a little bit tougher. It looks like, I mean, they're elites, and as far as the difficulty of content in general, at this point it's gotten tougher. So some of my other characters might have a bit more trouble. Another thing about my Warden is she is in like quest gear, which is relatively good gear compared to my other characters, and my allies not completely maxed out now that they updated it a bit. Okay, let's try. I don't know if they actually differentiate with like that tier 4, I assume is not what I'm looking for, but if they differentiate between the Spear of Virtue, that line dot, and the Spear Pierce. It's probably something to test on, like a target dummy and Galtrive or something. So he gave me 2 tokens of Ill Omens, and I completed Ill Omens, Trouble, and Tuckburrow. Okay. So that worked out. That was pretty simple. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. The mob was a bit harder to defeat, which isn't necessarily a problem if they have tougher content in here, I don't think. Definitely, I think if that mob scaled with tier 3, definitely wouldn't have been able to continue that. Because I might have been able to switch to tank spec, but since I saw you could do it on another thing, I didn't want to take all the time to try that. Especially it would have gone so slow. And I don't, with the rewards, I don't really care about getting more of those tokens or whatever you get. Three, two. This is actually the first morale tap I've used. I think the morale taps are what have been like most nerfed. Here I am using Spear of Virtue again. There. I think maybe after you get the flag, there's a chest. The loot you get from here, I think you can get Starlit crystal still, which is nice. I don't know, at least right now in update 23, any other real ways to farm them. Maybe what are those things? Epic battles? I think those things, I don't know if they actually drop as loot, but I know you can exchange your stars of merit for bound ones at least. But that is one thing, Starlit crystals. I'm going to try and build some of my other characters with weaker allies just while I'm doing this stuff. Go ahead and try that. Hey James Sinclair, so you've been enjoying the LM streams? That's good. Glad you enjoy them. And yeah, the legendary servers are pretty fun, but today I'm taking a break at least to do the skirmish event. If I enjoy it a lot, I might do a little bit more with it. I just want to search Starlit crystals real quick. I know I have a couple more skirmishes to do, but while I was... So these are about 200 gold now. Okay. I might be able to get one character's ally halfway upgraded with all the gold I have. Or all the little gold I have would be a better way to put that. Guess we'll just continue down the list on this character. I was kind of thinking how to switch characters, but I need to finish, so I need to do 4 per character. I might not get that many characters done, which I don't know how much I care about doing it on the lower level characters, but I just have so much of this food I might as well eat it. A lot of it's lower level anyway. I don't know how much that resistance helps. Probably a little bit still. I love these wound takers because they just really take wounds. So I'm guessing even Warcry does more damage than Spear of Virtue now, which is really weird. Unless, again, I might just be missing that. This counterattack, it just takes so long to finally go through. I wonder if I actually have any skirmish deeds left to complete on this character. I probably have some lieutenants. I don't know where to look for these actually. Oh, skirmish. Defeat many denizens of the Barrow Downs. Oh, is that? That is probably for that one thing, like Barrow Downs survival or something. Can't even. Oh, there's that wolf. Yeah, so these skills give plus 1% mitigation, and as far as tanking goes, that's helpful, but it's very annoying. I wonder the bleeds. I haven't even used any bleeds yet, but I think, yeah, the bleeds, if they actually do the actual damage I say they do. like the Spear of Virtue line. Crushing Plains north. If it does the actual damage it says, unlike the Spear of Virtue line, so he's taking, hold up. Yeah, he took 12k from that, which again is less than it actually says, but it makes sense that they would take a little bit less. Gruglup. That's a nice name for him. It really sounds like the name of a goblin that would come and try and eat little scraps off these plates. Oh, I better get rid of these dots. This one's not too bad, the one that's on me. I'm a little bit worried about it. I want to finish that line. I want to save these potions. I don't know if there's another way to get these potions, but they're just really good, and I only have 2 of them. There is an update that they actually made them useful. It might have been update 23, but in update 22, and I don't remember them actually being useful back then, or maybe I just didn't get any. I had a little bit of lag, it messed up my gamuts, but that's what I get for playing a Warden, I guess. How much does this heal do on the red line? Yeah, it's like barely any. It's still, I guess, overall a little over 10k morale. Another Daywalk Berserker? Trying to pay attention to how much I get healed, so 13. Yeah, the morale taps, I was just wondering if it was more efficient to heal and use dot gambits, or just use the morale taps, because it has both effects kind of combined but weaker. I'm familiar with how that stuff works on my lower level Wardens, because I've been playing them more, but it's just been so long since I've played my higher level one I have to remember. And they've also changed a lot of stuff recently with the way stuff scales, and like I keep mentioning, the Spear of Virtue line is kinda not working well, it seems like. I do want to test that, assuming I remember. Pretty sure I remember, but before I log on to the next character. I'm having like just enough lag that some of these gamuts are not really going too fluidly. Another Daywalker Berserker. They wouldn't be so annoying if they didn't do so much damage. I know I'm not taking the most damage, but they are one of the stronger lieutenants, on top of having that immunity duration compared to something like the Wound Takers, which don't really do anything and seem to take extra damage. I don't know if they actually do, but they do have Wound Taker in their name, and it just feels like they do. Well, I guess I do have a mom to use this on. Affect your enemies with a penalty to melee defense. That sounds good. Oh, one of those harbingers has appeared. Is it... I don't know where it's appeared. I see a couple things on the map that could be it. I kind of want to try and stay redline with it, because I can probably do some decent burst damage, especially now that I remembered that bleeds exist. Okay, here he is. Gorgonath the Forgotten. Guess all these guys have a little greenie with them. So he is unaffected by debuffs, which slow movement speed, okay. And he's just immune to stun, that type of stuff. Guess it's a good thing I don't have to rely on those as a warden. I could see somebody like my lore master having trouble because of it. Yeah, I feel like this is working a lot better. He died pretty quickly, and maybe if it was a little bit longer fight I would have had a bit of trouble, but yeah, I didn't really have trouble. I think once I got all those light dots on and then just started doing the bleeds, he kinda died at the end there, because he kinda died quick. I was hoping to finish my spear chain. There's our snagbers. Is that like a half orc? He doesn't look like an orc. Orc kind. It's hard to see. He looks more like a half orc. It says orc kind, but maybe some half orcs are called orc kind. So skirmishes, they're kind of like instances, and you can scale them solo, duo, 3-man, or like a full group. I'm kind of dying here. I can use a weak potion. Oh yeah, I'm fighting this elite. I was wondering what was going on. I was paying no attention to what was going on here in this fight. I was just watching my health. But yeah, skirmishes, they're kind of an instance. They're fun to me. They used to be more rewarding because they were one of the only ways to get these marks and medallions you see, and they were actually called skirmish marks and skirmish medallions way back then, and you could turn them in for gear or other things. But now they've kind of updated the system where all instances and some other things can give you these marks and medallions, and they're also not as useful overall. You can't like trade, you can still trade them for gear while leveling, but at the end game they don't have any gear available for it, and they do have some other things available for end game from them, but as far as that goes, the skirmishes are less useful and they're not really end game content. But there's an event, the Ill Omens skirmish event right now, which is kind of why I'm running this, and that just has some extra rewards, and they're also a fun thing to do to me, so that's one use of them. But basically they used to be more useful when they were introduced, and they kind of fiddled off. Fiddled? Fizzled? I don't know, fiddled off just did not sound right to me, but it also sounds like something I heard. I think I was thinking fizzled off. Yeah, so we finished. We need to do 2 more of these, and these are all defensive ones. Defense of the Prancing Pony, and I hate Stand at Amon Soul, but I also hate Siege of Gondamon. They're 2 of my least favorite skirmishes. So, I want to go ahead and do one of the ones I don't like as much, so I think Siege of Gondamon I like a little bit more. Yeah, I think LOTRO is a good option for a second MMO. It's a good one, I think, to just casually level in whenever you want. You don't have to worry about endgame or anything like that, because I find a lot of fun in leveling, and there are these, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but the legendary servers, I'm leveling some characters on there, and it's just a thing I can do, and there are a lot of people to run with, and don't really need to commit all that much time to it. And as far as the lore goes, it definitely has a lot of that. Did I start this? I think I did. If you like pay more attention to the quests, and especially the book quests. And as far as the Beorning goes, I find it pretty fun. It's nice when I can just stay here. And yeah, the Beorning, it's a useful one. I don't know if you would want to play another class before you like spend money on the game, but as far as a class recommendation, I think it is a good one. Kind of feel like I recognize your name. I don't know if you've commented on one of my videos, but it just sounds familiar. Also, with skirmishes, there are two types. There are offensive ones where you kind of go about the skirmish clearing little groups of mobs and claiming the little flags. And there are defensive ones, which are these ones, which the pace of them is set by how fast the enemies come, and it kind of comes in waves. Usually the defensive ones are not usually all the time, pretty much they're longer. And they have more mobs overall, I would say, but that's kind of why I don't like them as much. Defense of the Prancing Pony isn't bad because you don't have to move around as much and can kind of just be half AFK there. Okay, it just seemed kind of like a familiar name, but I could be mixing it up with something similar. It was not a good idea to pull these guys, because now I have to run to them. So I'm pretty sure this skirmish works that every other wave has a lieutenant. For a while there, I was pretty sure that was the way it worked, but then for some reason I thought that there was a time that that was not the case. But it looks like that's how it's going so far. A lot of people like Guild Wars 2. Something I might try again. I haven't actually played Elder Scrolls Online. I might try that one as well. I got a 63k crit there. But as far as Guild Wars 2, it's kind of... I'm more of a fan of the classic MMO system like LOTRO and WoW. I don't know Elder Scrolls Online, what that's like. As far as WoW goes, I'm pretty much just waiting for classic WoW. I haven't enjoyed Battle for Azeroth that much. I still, whenever I play my low-level characters, enjoy playing them in WoW. It's just, I don't know, I just haven't been in the mood for it, and LOTRO's been doing good, and I enjoy LOTRO, and it's been doing good for my channel as well. Yeah, it did say so. I have no idea why I used 2 Brink of Victories and got them both in battle memory there. I don't know, this content is just so easy that I can basically just spam the 3-2 randomly on these groups of mobs and don't really have to do much else. Yeah, one unfortunate thing is LOTRO is a bit outdated. I still find the gameplay of it and just playing it fun. But sometimes it can be a little bit clunky. Where are they going? The south. Are there actually 2 lieutenants here? Okay, it just said that message twice. I was wondering if there were actually 2. For some reason I'm thinking in higher... I haven't run too many like skirmishes above small fellowship. I have run some raids and Kind of feel like there are more than one lieutenant in those. Where are they going? The west? Now we're going to the south. Still no harbinger, but this one has 3 regular assaults and then a final assault, so really 4. Here's the other mob. And we haven't had any encounters yet. I don't know if you all can see why I dislike this one so much if you aren't really familiar with skirmishes. But the other two, especially Thievery and Mischief, just went through really quick after I remembered how to play the Warden a little bit. From when I logged on earlier, even though I wasn't able to do skirmishes and just playing now, it kind of makes me want to get situated with my characters, which I'm kind of doing with this event. I'm taking the opportunity with the event to maybe level some of my characters, and I don't get the most XP, but after doing maybe like, if I did, I don't know if I would do this every day on all my characters, but that would be quite a lot, because it's already taking a while to go through it on one character. Yeah, I don't really know, just because it is taking so long, if I could go through that many times. So we're waiting for the 3rd assault. I will go ahead and use all my destiny points. Get some bonus XP so I can level faster. I have 88,000 destiny points on this server. I just can't spend them fast enough compared to how quick you get them. I believe even like Lothorian quests, you get destiny points from those. I don't know Mirkwood or Enedwaith if any of those have that. I have gotten some from there, but I think mostly just leveling up, because you get 200 every level, I believe. At least after a certain point or something. Still the west. Is there a lieutenant the first fight? Oh no, we've had 2 waves in a row without a lieutenant. It's kind of broken the every other way. Yeah, so the max level is 120, but kind of like WoW, they raise it. LOTRO, it used to have expansions, like regular expansions, kind of like WoW did, but now they do more updates, as they call them, which are almost expansion-like, but usually not quite as big. And with those, they sometimes will raise the level cap. But yeah, right now it's 120 levels, which is quite a lot. And there's even more content than enough to get 120, because some updates they've added a whole, like, basically a whole zone or a whole region, which contains a couple zones. So we should have, I don't know where the enemies are. Okay, so they're to the north with the lieutenant. I do want to tap this guy and then run there, but inventory is so full. What was I going on about? Yeah, those updates, I think I pretty much covered that. And yeah, as James said, the classic servers, the legendary ones I briefly mentioned, those, it's level 50 and they'll slowly like raise that up every few months, which is a lot more manageable for a new player if you were interested in getting to the level cap and then kind of going about some of the endgame stuff they have then. And a lot more people at lower levels to do that group stuff. To the west. So LOTRO has what they call EU servers, but all the servers are actually physically located in Boston. So kind of East Coast, USA. And the daily logins, I don't know, 50,000 might seem reasonable. Trying to think. Usually, like, I can just see, and there are 625 non-anonymous people on right now. If you want to know about how many people might be on when you are logged in, but including anonymous people, that could even be up to 1,000. I don't know how many people it looks like the north we're going to. I don't know how many people are actually anonymous, but that's kind of beside the point. But yeah, as James said, there's still a lot of people that play, and especially if you get, like, if you're interested in seeing a lot of people run around, there are the legendary servers, but those do require, here's the one guy I need to kill. This one looks like a little crawler. He also doesn't look like he is it. Where is this? What? I don't know where it's appeared at. Is there a little ramp up here you can actually go? Oh, I didn't know you could actually go up here. Okay, well, we gotta deal with this and the stuff, but we'll go ahead and focus on this mob. I doubt Matthew would die. Also didn't prepare for this fight, but considering how the last one went, I do want to go ahead and put Never Surrender up. Thought maybe I already had that buff up and I just didn't see it. Did he miss? Did I, like, totally miss Desolation? I also took a lot of damage from something. Go ahead and take this chance to quickly heal up. I could just get... I'm kind of losing my skills. One annoying thing about the Warden there is I don't like clicking my skills, and I know I do on my Warden. Ooh, Matthew actually is kind of getting scarily low on health here. We'll get him. Well, I don't know if we'll get him back up. I can't heal, but we'll get aggro off of him. Oh, another thing with the red line is you get healed, I think, whenever you get a kill. Defeating an enemy restores 5% of max morale. So that's some of the other healing I've been receiving. Kinda... Monster play, as far as I know, at least on the Arkenstone server, is relatively active. Right now I think there are some balancing issues though, so maybe not all that many people. I think the monsters are weaker than the creeps right now. Just in general. But I don't really play that, so I'm not too sure on that, but I think it's relatively active depending on the server. And particularly, I know Arkenstone is one of the more active ones. Arkenstone's the server I'm on right now. For that, if you are interested in it. And if you were to pick like a EU server, I think Evernight should be okay with that. I don't know specifically if Evernight, how popular that is, but I think it is the most populated EU server. So yeah, those red line, blue line, and green line. So you have, when you, it's kind of like your specs. Yeah, you have a blue line, a red line, and a yellow line. And they do kind of like WoW, you have different specs again you can go into, and depending on the class they do different things. So in general, red line is damage. In fact, every class red line is damage. And then blue line is, in some classes, healing, in some classes, tanking, and others, just other DPS. And then the yellow one, which I think you're calling green, the one on the right here, at least, that one's a bit different. Some of them, it's also damage, like the Warden, it's a range damage one, the class I'm on right now. Where the... Oh, we're on the boss. This dot's taking a lot of damage. It's not something I can get rid of either. I also have my cloak broken. Totally did not mean to use this. Yeah, some of these dots are just some effects do a lot of damage still in skirmishes. Again, not necessarily a bad thing, it's just something gotta pay attention to and quickly get rid of. Did we? Feel like I need to loot something still. There we go. Did I ever loot? I think you can loot. Did I loot the crawler? Nope. Mold rot, the pale. The Balrog is in the game. Smog? Yes, he's in here. Yes, you can. There's the Watcher. That's the tentacle water monster from Moria. He is in here. So I don't know if you want these spoilers, but I'll just keep it at yes, they're in here. What am I doing even? Defense of the Prancing Pony? So this one's a much more fun. I wonder how long I was doing that skirmish. That was, felt like forever. So it looks like it's a pretty controlled how long it lasts, and it's usually like 15 to 20 minutes. It looks like it was about 18 and a half or so, which is a long time. So for some reason there are two mobs right here, and I have no idea why. At least on the minimap they are. Black Feather? What? Is this the harbinger already? It doesn't say he counts for a quest. I want to try and kill this guy. I have no idea what's going on here, but Shelob the spider, I actually don't know about that one. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, he killed me like really quick. Oh, he's a nemesis. I thought it said Elite Master for some reason. The Black Feather incapacitated you. So why is this guy like right here in the skirmish? That's... Wait, there are like 3 Black Feathers. There's a Nemesis, Signature, and Elite Master Black Feather. I have no idea what's going on here with this mob, but I almost feel like I should leave and join again. Yeah, I just want to see what happens if I come back. This is one of the weirder things I've seen in this game. I actually don't know if this does anything because I didn't even like start it. I also should repair, but oh, those guys are still there. We'll just try and avoid them, I guess. Hopefully the harbinger doesn't spawn there or anything. Trying to think. I don't think I've seen that spider, but there are a few different spider things in this game. Because I haven't played some of the earlier expansions. And I honestly, I don't know like where I want to be in one of these then. I don't think he would be either of those. Oh, I can switch back to the red line now that I'm not trying to apparently kill a Nemesis and Elite Master and Signature. Well, I thought it was just an Elite Master and Signature. My outfit actually kind of matches. I'm kind of curious if I dyed this gear what it would look like. Normally I don't think of quest gear as something rust that's not going to help. Red. Thought I used a better gambit than gold, but oh well. Yeah, LOTRO is a good game for that. They've updated what the map looks like a few times, so this map didn't used to look like this, but kind of, for a while this map didn't exist basically. And the Misty Mountains kind of ranges all over here, but one thing with that is Misty Mountains is a little zone that looks nothing like what you'd kind of expect maybe from the larger range, but I guess it kind of works as a zone the way they did it. It works well for a zone basically. I think there's... okay. No, I saw the mobs on the minimap again, but those are those weird raven things that wanted to kill me. But yeah, they're still like, even seeing places like Rivendell. I also think Lothlorien is one of the better done zones, maybe. So that's all the way over here on the other side of Moria, but it's really well done, I think. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's as far as it goes. We got, as far as what's in game, you have a lot of the Rovanian stuff here, a lot of the Rohan and Gondor stuff, and Eriador. Not much of the stuff in between. I don't know if in between, but the stuff kind of in the bottom left here. I don't know what's actually there, like lore-wise, but I think it would be something interesting to explore in the game, but they haven't finished everything, as far as I know, that's more like in the Lord of the Rings lore, which they probably want to stick to first, but as far as my interest, I think that would be just something interesting to see. What are we? We have these two mobs, and defensive skirmishes make me so tired that I sometimes just stop paying attention at all. I have no idea what's going on anymore. That's another reason I don't like them as much. I could probably play the yellow line here. That would be a bit interesting. Oh, we're already on the second assault. I didn't even know that. I hope the harbinger just spawns like back here or something. Yeah, so there is a place you can go to change your actual character. It looks like a barber, but the cosmetic system, so there's a wardrobe which you can put gear in, basically any piece of gear or weapon, and then you can cosmetically equip it on any of your characters your wardrobe shared to your account. And there are pretty much no restrictions on cosmetic equipment, so as you have light, medium, and heavy armor, so as a light armor character you could cosmetically equip heavy armor. from the wardrobe at least. I think to just like regular cosmetically equip it, so I feel like I'm going about this kind of backwards, but I'm also trying to do the skirmish, but let me try and get back to that. I think you need to actually be able to equip the piece of gear, but for example, this set is a heavy armor set piece. It's actually not heavy armor, so they do have some items that are cosmetic only, and this one's a cosmetic only, but the piece it's made from, like it's from a specific set and they made a cosmetic version of it. And with those you can just put them on. But anyway, you have different cosmetic outfits and you can just like drag chest piece, pants, boots, gloves, cloak. And this is a encounter that we're doing right now. And what else was I going to? Yeah, basically you have these outfits and you can just make like what you want. Sometimes there are a lot of matching outfits you can get within the game, but you can build your own with pieces that don't always go together. Kind of like mine, the one I have here, the purple one. It's some of these pieces are a part of the same set. I think the Shadow Stalker set, but then I have the cloak, which is different. Actually, I think that's it. I thought this one had a couple more, like the shoulder pads. I thought those were part of a different set. But yeah, a lot of if they're just sets like that, they'll match better, but sometimes you can get something interesting if you build your own, but I don't. Usually I just go for the simplicity of the sets. But if it's something you're interested in, there are some sites. One I know of is run by, what's her name? I don't know, it's Cosmetics LOTRO. Just if you're interested in some ideas for outfits, but I'm wondering, I can't think of her name. Nathrian, that's who it is. I at least know her from Twitter, but that's who runs that site basically. It's actually a blog. But yeah, these are my 3 outfits here for this character. And my armor, you have to repair armor like WoW, and if the armor breaks you don't get any of those stats, so I'm not getting any stats from my cloak or my ring right now. Damage pieces you still get the stats, but they're just about to break. And I meant to repair, and then I forgot about it. Yes, there are these things called epic battles, which are another instance type thing. So they have like regular dungeons, I guess you would call them, in this game, but they also have skirmishes and then epic battles, and epic battles are a newer system than skirmishes, and they're kind of hard to describe. I don't find them the most fun because they're kind of like defensive skirmishes. You're just sitting. Where's the harbinger? Oh, here's the harbinger. Okay. I was getting kind of worried, so this guy's in the back. I can probably kill him after I defeat the Goylag. So Goylag's fun to defeat because he takes extra damage when you kill his ads. This skirmish used to be the skirmish that I would try and get the biggest crits. I don't even know, like, with a particular character. Probably my Rune-keeper with Epic Conclusion. Because he takes extra damage when he kills his ads, so, like, he died way too fast, but I think I got, like, a 60k crit. I just kind of remembered that I used to do that. I don't know, I can't really... It's kind of hard to go back and see how much a specific skill. What can I move? Okay. And Saramon's tower. That one. Fortunately I have recklessness on cooldown. Because this guy's doing a lot of damage to me. I guess I just gotta kill him before he kills me, but that might be hard. I don't think I need to worry about battle memory too much with that top bleed because I haven't had full time to go through the... I believe I'm on the last one. I don't even know anymore. But time to go through the full chain. There's Tower... I'm pretty sure there is. I don't actually know. There's Tower of Orthanc. Trying to think if that... I don't know if you can tell I'm not that too into the Lord of the Rings lore, so some of these things I'm just not sure on. I think there was a chest I meant to loot in this, or needed to loot the boss, but oh well. I got my thing done and I completed my first assault, so I need to actually turn in that quest. So yeah, that is, I thought it was Isengard. But yeah, there's Tower of Orthanc, which I think is that specific tower. So you actually go into Isengard. I thought that was pretty fun when I did that. Let's see, that's here in Dunland, and you actually go into there and you're kind of, I don't remember what you're doing. Where you were like, you got captured. So that was pretty fun. This character got out, but I don't know about the rest of the people that got captured in there. So we finished our first assault. That was very fun. Can try that again in about 6 hours. I guess that's reset time. It's universal reset time instead of when you completed it base, so that makes sense. Yeah, this took about an hour to do on one character. I know the defense, the Gondamon one, was pretty slow. And even the defense of the Prancing Pony, that wasn't super quick. It looks like I started that started it properly more around 11 minutes ago. Yeah, so there are fast travel systems. You have basically, they're kind of like flight paths, and WoW, you have the Stable Masters. And you can swift travel between places. Like I could swift travel all the way, I don't know, to Gondor from this little thing I'm bringing it. Basically, you do a little bit of a travel, but... so the mount, that's a bit different. If you are free to play, you have to buy it from the LOTRO store. And you do get a kind of trial mount. It lasts, I think, 24 hours you can use it from when you open the box that has it. And you can use that for 24 hours, and you get that right after the intro, which is about level 5 to 7 or so. So yeah, you can get that, and you can get the riding trait also after the intro, which would again be by level 5 to 7. But naturally in the game, if you did it like the quest, the normal route, without buying it from the LOTRO store, you would get it at level 20. So I'm just kind of trying to think what I want to do here. I probably will switch to another character. Let me look at the rewards again. And I want to check my deeds, and I want to go to Galtrab. Galtrab's one of my favorite places. It's in Dunland, which is near. What am I doing? Deeds. And there are also mithril coins, which is something you buy from the LOTRO store as well. Another thing they try to get you to spend money on. And with those, you can just instantly travel a lot of places. They're pretty convenient that way, but again, you have to spend LOTRO points on them, and ultimately to get LOTRO points, you can get LOTRO points in game, but it's not really, you don't get all that many in game, and ultimately you have to buy them. Here are all the Skirmish Lieutenant deeds I was looking for. So yeah, I have plenty of these that I still need to defeat. 50 of these. Even Silent Slayer, I've only killed one of them. I've done a ton of skirmishes on this character. Like if we look at the complete, I've completed a lot of advanced ones as well. Well, the more popular ones you get, of course. Set rewards? What? I don't know what that set rewards thing says. Or does it just show the rewards in there? Oh, it shows like in the... Okay, I get that. I don't know where the deed is for I would have had it in my notification panel, I thought. I'm pretty sure there's a deed after you get your first. Maybe you have to actually complete the deed before they show it. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for the deed for the Skirmish Ill Omens event here, and I am not finding it. You might not get the deed. It's like a meta deed, and I don't know where that would go. It wouldn't be a zone deed. It wouldn't be here. I just want to check all these places to be sure it doesn't make sense. Epic, maybe? That doesn't really make sense either. Oh, the roving threats deed. Won't it be class, race, social? I don't know, social, maybe. I don't know if that would be like something that counts in social. These are all reputation, it looks like. Yeah, there are a lot of expansions. So you get, so they're zones, quest packs as they are called. And with those you basically get quests in a zone or region. And there are also expansions which are separate from that. And the expansions were like originally released as expansions, and those you do not get with VIP, but all the quest packs you get with VIP. So it is pretty annoying that you have to buy all the expansions even with VIP, especially for a free-to-play game like this. Yeah, it's not the most intuitive system, especially for a new player. You get, as a free player, you get up to, as far as quest content and zones go, you get up to Lonelands, which will get you to about level 30. And you can always do all the book quests, at least up until Helm's Deep, and particularly for free, which is around level 85, but you can't just level by those. So I wanted to test Spirit Virtue here real quick. Let me go ahead and stop tapping him. Yeah, so Spirit Virtue, it's doing the right amount of damage on the dot. I don't know if it was just taking so long to take, I was never hitting it. We got 14k. Now the dot's going. Should take 30. Yeah, this guy's taking normal damage with Spirit Virtue, light damage over time. Okay. That's just something I wanted to test. It was not making much sense earlier. I think that's all I have to do on this character. I don't know, I'm kind of tired after running that one time even on this character. So I believe the meta deed you get after doing 30, and it has a piece of gear. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but I was kind of hoping after completing one I could at least see that. But I didn't see it anywhere. I'm wondering, I could probably go on a level 27 character. I don't really want to play this hunter right now, but I guess I can go on my Rune-keeper. I don't know, I feel like it's more worthy to go on a character that's leveling up and to get them some XP while doing it. Because there's nothing, I guess you do get the essences, but there's nothing, at least to me, beneficial, and I'm just kind of sitting here on that character select screen. I could go with Minstrel to test out some of their changes more, but what character do I even want to level up? I feel like I should pick something because I'm just sitting here on my character select screen trying to think what I want to do. Get my captain. My Warden's the main one that I want to level up, so I did that one first, and now I'm kind of at a loss where I want to go. I'll do my Beorning. We'll go through that one. Yeah, smog is just like the raid I'm thinking of in particularly is just fires of smog. But there might be. I don't know if there. I have no idea what's going on with this character, but there we go. Oh yeah, they changed this since I last played Beorning. So I made that guide like right after they updated the Beorning, and now they've updated even more to fix a lot of the complaints. Well, not a lot of the complaints I had. Fix some of the complaints I had about kind of the annoying things. But they still haven't fixed the big issue for Redline, which is it's just not as fun anymore, and Thrash and basically need more Wrath consumers. And for man form either to be less strong or bear form to be stronger would be more ideal. Yeah, I think so. At least I don't think you ever fight them in this game. We have Beorning bleeded damage, so I guess I'm just going to have to go through this. Again on this character. Don't want that. I don't even know. Execute is like... You want to use it whenever it's on cooldown on that thing, but... See about upgrading that. Definitely want that one. Unfortunately, there's just not much that's really worth it. I guess I would get Rending Blow if I had enough trait points. And Ferocious Roar, that could be useful, getting that just for the increased max morale, technical mitigation. I guess there is some somewhat useful stuff in the blue line there we could get, but yeah, with my points, I don't really, that incoming healing isn't worth much. I'll just increase the heal with this because that will be useful for me. I don't know. I really have no idea where to... Oh, we have increased vitality. Hold up. There we go. That's a much better build. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the timeline again. As far as the lore thing goes with me, I'm not as familiar with it. And I know Frodo you also see in Rivendell, if that helps at all. Okay, so I need to go all... Oh, dang. This character's inventory is pretty full. I do have a Starlit Crystal. I wonder if I could just consume on use. What's this character's ally? Because I do want to. Okay, we're gonna do some investigating. Here, I think. How much gold does this character have? I'm going to log on my Rune-keeper real quick. We're gonna kind of take a short break from the skirmishes. I'll get right back to them, but I do want to get some Starlit crystals for this gear and do some investigations on how they exactly affect the ally. We spent a good hour running skirmishes, and that, I don't know, it just kind of wore me out from skirmishes, which is... Did I really end up going here? Flash 2... Is it this one? One of these you can get Bree from. So this is Mordor right now. There are a lot of orcs here. There might also be, there are some session plays and just some, I don't know how many cutscenes there are that involve like the story. But there are some things with that that might have them in it. But nothing in particularly that I remember, at least. We want to go to Southbury. I have some skirmish item in here. I don't know what it is. It's probably something to summon my soldier and landscape. Oh, I have a 200% XP boost. Okay, so I'm going to switch to my Rune-keeper real quick just to... Let me insert them. Oh, so it looks like tier 3 has the meta deed, maybe. I just don't know if I could do tier 3 on my Warden at least. I assume you can do these in groups. I don't know why not, but tier 3 is a bit iffy with my characters. I don't think my Rune-keeper or Lore Master could go through them, but we could try one of those, I suppose. Because I'm getting on my Rune-keeper anyway, so I can try a tier 3 skirmish on him real quick. And see what that's like. Because I want to know about the deed, because I want to make a guide video on this, but I gotta actually know this stuff before I do. So Lore Masters can have an eagle pet, but yeah, there aren't flying mounts, only ground mounts, and Lore Masters can have an eagle pet, but no like eagle mounts or flying eagles as far as that goes. I feel like that would be, I don't know, they have mounted combat, which are war steeds, and they run faster than regular mounts, but it's a very clunky system as far as the combat goes, and they're very rubber bandy and laggy. I don't know if you can see it, even my FPS is just dropping, but that's kind of the zone as well. Anyway, I don't think eagles would work that well in this game if they tried to add them. I don't know, but maybe they could make it work. Okay, so we'll try a tier 3 skirmish on this character because he's level 120. His gear is pretty bad. I'd say my Lore Master's gear is even better. I don't know, maybe this character's gear is... honestly, it's pretty bad. I think Thievery and Mischief would be the easiest one to try tier 3. We might see, I don't know if like, I'm surprised there aren't more like skirmish raids or just skirmish groups being run. I assume you can do these in groups. I think I have to set up the red line real quick. With red line you pretty much pick everything. Especially for what I'm doing right now, I want to get some of the more defensive stuff that... Scathing Mockery. Too many Rune-keepers. Use it way too much. It's one of the things that bothers me most in this game, and I don't know why, but it really does bother me. I'd like to get that tactical crit chance. I think I can get it. Does that leave me... Because usually I get the yellow runestone, I think. And the tactical mitigation will be useful. Or the physical mitigation would be more useful than Mending Verse, I think. This totally put all my skills in the wrong way. I guess it didn't remember my setup. Now I have to remember it. Why did I get Ceaseless Argument? No, I guess I didn't really have anything else to get there. That's okay. I did want that tactical crit chance. The setup looks good enough. We'll try this. I don't know. Tier 3 might have done all this setup for nothing. So I got 3, 4. It's been way too long since I've played Keeper like this. He's even resisting everything I'm trying to use. I might need to kill these ads first. I'm also not used to having to kill ads first. I would think my AoEs would take care of that. So what I'm used to playing is my Lore Master, I think, and that's why I'm not wanting to... Kinda messing up with my skills here. Yeah, it's not the best. We might not be able to do this, but I will try one more time and kill the ads first. I think that Deathmonger's just going to do too much damage to me. Which is going to... What? Going to basically be this whole skirmish if that's the case. I mean, it's okay that I don't have good enough gear to do tier 3. I would just kind of hope I could find a group, and I thought I would try it while on this character anyway. I don't know, I'm dragging this fight out because I'm probably gonna die anyway though. Okay, let's go ahead and leave that. Guess it was worth a try still. So we'll switch back to my Beorning in a minute. I guess I could also search for... I don't think my Beorning needs a Crystal of Remembrance. I got that from a hobby gift. That was last stream, actually. Okay, we have Starlit. These are so expensive. This would take like all my gold though just to get 20 of these. I don't feel like it's worth that. Let's see. Let's search 115, 15. Hope there are some weapons. Oh, can Beornings use clubs? I don't remember. They can use hammers. I want to get a two-handed weapon though, if there are any. There are a lot more. I don't know why that's on duration, but there are a lot more weapons than I thought there were. So maybe we can search for two-handed. No two-handed axes, two-handed hammers. I don't think they can use clubs. They aren't even two-handed. Javelin, mace. Or is it maces they can't use? I don't know. We'll have to search one-handed. Maybe there's a one-handed axe. I mean, dual wield, this is going to be better than what she has anyway, so figure I might as well get them on my character that actually has some real gold. 6, yeah. I'm just surprised there are so many of these available. Last time I've checked anything like this, there haven't been any. Clubs. So they can use clubs and not hammers? I wasn't sure. I don't know. This isn't much gold, so I don't mind spending my Beorning. She would actually have enough, so we'll get 3 weapons and 2 of them should be winners. But yeah, just because this character actually had the gold and they're only like about 1 gold anyway, so it's not too big of a deal for me. I'll also send like 500 gold. Maybe. I don't know if it actually, okay, no, it's in the 500 gold. Oh yeah, it probably is late in Germany. So yeah, thanks for joining the stream though. Hopefully, if you do decide to go through LOTRO, it'll be fun for you. And also, I just saw your WoW comment, but yeah, WoW, it has a lot of nice smooth things and things about it. It's just overall the game I haven't been enjoying too lately, but yeah. Finally switched back to my Beorning. I've been like not doing skirmishes so long. I feel like I should be doing skirmishes because this is like my skirmish event stream, but it's also, I just haven't been on Arkenstone so long, and I'm kind of trying to get some of my characters situated a little bit more, which has kind of been my plan, but after doing this I feel like I should be doing more skirmishes because that's what this stream is, but I think I'm too used to my lore masters. Yeah, I can't use hammers, but I can use the clubs and axes. I couldn't remember which one it was, but I remember not being able to use one. I actually have a one-handed. This one's really bad though, it has low DPS. You know, I was actually thinking, I can't use one-handed mace? Hold up. One of those I can't use, I think. I think I could use 2 of them. I have so much of this loot. Selling all these things I don't want. But yeah, with my lore master streams, like, I don't mind doing different things because it's kind of whatever I do on that character and server goes. But also with those, they're generally more focused because I'm leveling him, so I'm kind of... Because I used to, whenever I do featured instances, way back when those streams, I would do stuff like this. It's just more downtime, I guess, than I'm used to. And I don't know if it's a bad thing, but it's just kind of bothering me right now. Got the one... I can't... Oh, that's a one... So there are maces, hammers, clubs, and axes. And I can't use maces and hammers, but I can use clubs and axes. Okay. So let's see. Slash goes from 4170 to 6100 to 4545 to whatever. Okay. That's a pretty reasonable upgrade, I think. I don't think this one has enough legacies to really make it worth... Like, bear form damage is something to consider. Actually, I do want to see bear form. So Thrash does 4413 compared to 3995 for the lower end. So yeah, my legendary weapon isn't good, basically. It's the moral of that story. I have a 200% XP boost. I don't know if I should use it. I probably wouldn't use it otherwise, but that means I would have to go another hour and do all the skirmishes on this character. That wouldn't be too bad. Somebody donated $20. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't see that. So it should have come up. Beorning donated $20. I just looked over. I was looking over to see how long my stream's been going and saw this. But he said, always enjoyed your class guides and streams. Cheers. I should be able to play that again, and it should come up, hopefully. I just can't believe I missed that, but if you're still watching, Beorning, thank you very much for that. $20 is a lot there. I just feel real bad because I missed it when it came up. Hopefully it comes up again. I'm not actually seeing it. Should replay. No, it says... I don't know, Streamlabs is so goofy sometimes. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It was working for a while, but now it seems like it's stopped. Anyway, we'll kind of try and continue with the skirmish while I get that going. Wait, Beornings can use daggers? That is weird. Oh, so you were the one that donated, James? Is that what you're saying? So, that's your legendary... I was like, it sounds like a Beorning name, and I'm on a Beorning right now, so that kind of fit. I think they're actually pronounced more like Beorning, but I've always just called them Beorning. And I think endgame, they're pronounced Beorning. So yeah, these are the rewards. I'm kind of looking over them. I wouldn't mind getting the goat. I really wish these items were account bound. The barter item. Usually barter items are, but I guess some of them aren't. Like a lot of these barter items are. Okay, yeah, so thank you, and sorry I missed that when that came up. It looks like it's not... It's supposed to say like a big message on screen. I've like tried to replay it 3 times now, but whenever it comes up, if it actually comes up like when people subscribe, I notice it. Go Control J. I always get, there are just so many shortcuts in LOTRO. Control M, Control J. We'll start with Trouble in Tuckborough, I guess. want to litter box. Yeah, I have no idea why that isn't popping up right now. Oh well. I will try and fix that. I don't want to like spend way too much time on it right now. I think I have the damage numbers not showing. Oh, this is level 115, so if anyone's unfamiliar, there's kind of a big jump after new content releases, and level 115 to 116 is kind of a big jump, so this will be a lot easier than it was on my Warden. It was already pretty easy on my Warden. But that's one thing. What am I doing? Oh, damage numbers. You know, I actually, now that I think about it, I got an email from PayPal I just like quickly saw on my phone. And yeah, it's actually from you, because it was the notification, I guess, from Streams Labs, and if I actually paid attention back then, I would have realized that you donated. The last time I played my Beorning, it felt like man form was stronger. I think Bash felt like it was worth using. For these short fights, there's not much I could do besides just use Thrash. Ooh, Wardens are really fun. Yeah, they take... So there's the Gambit system, which is kind of a big hurdle to get over. And then there's a lot of the stuff I was trying to rediscover today, like the more little things, if morale taps, how useful those are, I suppose. Yeah, it was Relentless Maul. That's the skill that I found really useful. I need to actually, if I spent more time on this character or Beornings in general, I would. I'm still used to hitting Control 5 to switch form when I'm in bear form, and I just need to press 5 or even 1 to actually use a skill, or Control 1. Wanderlust. See, I have my like whole thing. Just my whole setup I'm still not used to with the Beorning changes. I really need to make a new one on Anor, because that's what I've been playing a lot more, and that would help me test out the changes a lot more and get used to them. I was thinking Guardian would be my next, like, those new character leveling streams I've been doing. But maybe I'll do Beorning instead of Guardian. Did I never do the other one? Oh, I never did the first one, did I? I just like ran over that. There's something I was just gonna like say or talk about before I got distracted with this. Oh yeah, so as I enjoy skirmishes in general, because this event probably wouldn't actually be the most exciting if I didn't. Like, the gear is okay, and being able to get gear, but needing to do tier 3 to get the meta D done. I don't know, bear form's not all that bad, it doesn't seem like. the flow of bear form combat just feels off to me. I don't mind Thrash being a builder, but I wish there was just something else to it than Relentless Maul, Bash, and Execute, and then you have a couple of your roars and this Pulverize looking skill, Rending Blow. Ooh, I'm about to die. And I don't know, I just find I find being in bear form, or not in bear form, in man form more fun with the way it is now in the red line. And blue line, I love the bear form now, and I love blue line Beorning now. I think that was a huge upgrade from what it was. And red line, not red line, yellow line as well, because you can do a little bit more damage, which I'm always in favor of. So I wonder if this harbinger will come at the same time, if it's consistent between all the ones. I also think Biting Edge, that bleed is definitely worth getting on compared to combining that with, I mean, Relentless already kills them, but just combining that, it does kill them quicker. I don't know if any Beornings are like, I haven't seen too much. Like, I see some stuff about Hunters, Rune-keeper, sometimes Wardens about optimal rotation, but Beorning ones I've not really seen something like that. And one thing, as you mentioned, two-handers are better because the bear form mainly take into account your main hand weapon damage. So I would theoretically be better off with my legendary item two-hander. I should be better off with it, but its DPS is so low because I haven't put any Starlit crystals in it because I have way too many ults and it's way too expensive or way too grindy to keep that up. And they still did more damage with, I even have on the legendary item bear form damage plus 18.8%, but just the increased weapon DPS on these adds more damage. That's what I was gonna buy Starlit crystals to test exactly how much, because I think a double in DPS or double in tactical damage rating doubles the damage of your skills, because I thought that's what it was when I did it on my lore master, but I want to double check that. And like, I'm getting these huge crits of like 14k, and the mobs just seem to die faster to me, but I would actually need to install combat analysis again and do some more thorough testing to do that. But at least to me it seems like the mobs die quicker when I'm in man form. It'd probably be a lot more efficient to switch between the two. Get the bash dot, use Wrath whenever it's available, and of course Relentless Maul. Yeah, it looks like a harbinger has appeared, but we are going to, this is one of the most fun parts in a skirmish because you can do this. I just hope I can live through this. That's a lot of those pain guys. Oh, I didn't even hit these guys. I have too many, these guys have too many damage buffs, I think. I was killing them, but once I got the AoE, I kinda died. I thought it'd be fun to try, but I just kinda, after the initial burst, the Zealots of Pain got all those buffs on them, and I was taking a little bit crazy damage, and it was too hectic. But it was still fun to try. I don't know, I die a lot in this game, but I think if I'm not dying, then I'm not trying hard enough to make fun of the game. Yeah, so as far as the dual wield versus two-hander goes, dual wield or two-hander might be stronger, but I find dual wield a lot more fun because it attacks faster is the main reason, pretty much. I think at least it used to. I'm pretty sure it does still after the update. Sorry, Bounders. You're level 32. My low level Beorning on this server, the 32 one, is very strong. I think he dual wields as well. The only thing with dual wielding is you happen to like get missed or dodged or parried a lot more. Yeah, that guy was super easy to kill on this character. I think a combination of this character just being strong and it being level 115, because I do have 219% physical mastery. I don't know if that's just bear form, but yeah, in bear form it looks like I get a little bit more, but still that's a lot more than... Surprised I didn't have any potions, because I tried to use a potion before I died, which I might have still died anyway if I had one, but I do not have any, it looks like. I also love, why does, I thought slash was supposed to tick every 1 second. Did I skip something? Using rush. For some reason I always thought, maybe it's biting edge I was thinking about. Okay, I thought slash also ticked every 1 second, but still, like, I just like a lot of the bleeds with Beornings. I wish they had more bleeds. But that's another reason man form has more bleeds than bear form, so I just like bleeds, and I don't know if that's a reason I like Wardens, but it might be part of the reason. I feel like basically every class in LOTRO I did not like at first. Now that I think about it, because I also didn't really like Wardens that much, and then I got playing it more, and I think I started liking it more. My Warden was pretty weak while leveling though. That was back during Isengard. I think she was weak at least. I don't know. I just know this Beorning's also strong. Oh, I was thinking about using my 200% XP boost. I guess I won't anymore. It's not the biggest deal. I just need to use it probably at some point. Don't want it just always sitting in my inventory. Maybe I'll save it for my Warden. No quest. Oh, the Ill Omens, okay. I could maybe do tier 3 on this character. We could try that since it's 115. We'll try that for Thievery and Mischief. $100k morale, that's a lot to do though. Especially if they take no damage from biting edge. I don't know, I could maybe switch to tank for this. So far it's going a lot smoother than my other characters though. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage. Having some FPS issues again. At one point, blue line will survive better, but if I kill things faster with red line, I won't really need to worry about that. So I don't know. Because right now I feel like I need to switch to blue line, and I'd have to set that up probably. Is this one? Yeah, this one looks like my blue line spec. Reflect effect, incoming, can use the incoming healing, I guess don't want to increase duration. Honestly, I don't want anything else. Guess I can get slam, I don't know if I'll get more points on that. Tactical mitigation, max morale from that. Wait, plus incoming cooldown, okay. This actually, the increased attack duration is actually neat from that. I didn't know it actually had that on the blue line. Might as well get that. See, I just set these up. It's kind of annoying having to go through it again. I'm pretty sure I would want to go through the red line some. Crit chance, probably. Guess just bleed damage. I don't know if execute is even worth it in the blue line at all. Okay, this looks, yeah, my setup still looks like it was. So I guess I'll just go through this skirmish a little bit slower. And continue with tier 3 unless I run into something I actually have trouble with. Yeah, I'm definitely surviving a lot easier here. That's one thing before the update. I think I definitely would have been killing these mobs a lot slower, but now they've especially upped the damage Beorning's doing the blue and yellow lines, so it's not as big of a deal anymore. And just to do something different, since I'm not too worried about completing these fast, the XP gain, doing tier 3 is not bad. Should go ahead and get that done, see what's up with the deed. I hope you don't need to be level 120 to do the deed though. It would be a slight issue. And I would consider running it under level, but I don't think you can actually do it. I think you have to do it on level, at least for the event. So that still, yeah, that still gives you plus 2% mitigation. You can get so much mitigation on Beornings now. I don't know if they're preferred tanks over guardians at this point, but I almost feel like they should be. Because I think, I don't know, you don't get as many stuns. I don't know how relevant that is to some content. Like in content where mobs can be stunned, I don't think it would matter too much Beorning versus Guardian, but I almost feel like for harder content, I don't actually run this that much, but to me it seems like the increased damage and increased threat from Beorning would be pretty valuable, on top of just all the mitigations they get, a little bit of the self-sustain with recuperate, or having like a Beorning and a Guardian if you have 2 tanks. The Beorning can tank while in bear form, and then Guardian while Beorning gains some wrath, maybe. Because you do lose a bit out of bear form. You get crit defense, and you get all that increased morale it doesn't. I think you get increased morale. I have. Yeah, I'm up to 94k in here. And of course you get your claw swipe, the debuff from that, and the dot from that, and thrash, just all your bear skills. And even if this does do less damage, I find it more fun than the red line. It is slightly slower attacks, it feels like. In man form, I don't know if there is something that increases attack speed for Beorning, but it's maybe one reason I like or would like the red line more still, is it attacks faster. Of course it does more damage as well. I also feel like that bleed's actually kind of useful, the one I got. Oh, a Daywalker Berserker. This one's going to be particularly annoying on tier 3. I'll just have to try and kite it a bit. I have an increased run speed thing. Yeah, we can go ahead and use this cooldown. Shield, yeah, it should be coming down. So I can get 108k morale with both the buff from Ferocious Aura and my bear form. Yeah, I wonder if I'll feel the same way on a lower level Beorning as well. I don't really know. I haven't played a low level Beorning too much since the update, so if I do level 1 kind of like I'm planning, now that I'm playing this character, I just really want to make a new one on the legendary server and do that. It's kind of, in a way, unfortunate that the legendary servers become my home, because now I kind of feel like I have to remake all these characters because I just don't want to play my characters on the server anymore, especially my low level ones. Like, I just don't really want to play them. And then, at least compared to what I used to, I also just don't have as much time to play in general. Most of the time I play LOTRO, I spend streaming it. I don't know. I don't know if it would be safe. Be a lot more fun if I could just do big AoE pulls. Let's go ahead and do this encounter. I haven't been keeping up too well with those, but they're fun to do. And one reason legendary servers, I just play them so much as well and kind of am moving overall to them. And it's still nice, before I get to that, it's still nice to have these characters here on Arkenstone and have higher levels, see the new content, and see if I enjoy it when they release it. But what was I just talking about? Yeah, part of the reason Anor's been kind of my new server is because of my kinship there. A lot of players from Arkenstone, from my old kinships and groups, just various people from them, joined this new one on Anor. It's nice to see them playing again. Also a lot of new people to me on there. It's a surprisingly big kin. So that's one reason. I should probably do some sort of healing type skill here. And do a lot of recuperate while here. Have a lot of morale so it slowly goes down, but also makes it slowly fill up. I don't know why, I just always feel like I have to press something, so I end up pressing W. Basically QWEASD when in combat. It doesn't actually dodge, I just find myself pressing things with my fingers while waiting for my skills to go up. Okay, we'll try a funner pull here. It's not going to be all that many mobs, but okay, they're actually more than I thought. We can try this, I might die. But if we're already having fun doing something different with tier 3, might as well try and make tier 3 even harder. I really would use Relentless. I want to do that DPS, but I feel like I need to keep recuperate up. Okay. We're gonna have to kite. It'd be nice if I had thickened hide off cooldown. I think I could have killed them in time because most of my AoE should be ticking the dots and going through that. Guess just if I get Mending Verse off. Pretty sure. Oh, Mending Verse doesn't actually heal as much in the blue line. I forget it's the red line. For some reason it's the red line, the DPS line where it's like much better. I don't have potions, that's so weird. Like all my characters I seem to have tons of potions except this character. Should also put Bee Swarm on him for the increased attack duration. Actually make use of debuffs I have. Yeah, and we have a nice mix of those in my kinship. Yep, so it's the Harbinger of Dead. Same spot in this one as well. I wonder if it's the same Harbinger of Dead then, or if that's a little bit more random. Oh no, not the Zealot of Pain. That in combination with the stun's going to be a lot of damage I'm taking here. Why is he not having my claw swipe? Is he not getting hit by my claw swipe? Oh, I have thickened hide off cooldown. We can survive this. Now he's getting hit by it. Yes, I was just trying to see Thunderous Roar how much use that had solo. So it still does give you the incoming healing increase, which basically means I heal myself more. And it is an AoE, a little bit of damage, but still AoE damage. That's a lot of morale. I feel like this one, I don't remember the other one from the other skirmish having nearly that much morale. I was going to switch to the red line. I think I still can. Maybe, hopefully. We'll try it. I actually still need to find out what happens if you die. Because it says to not run away during combat, but I don't know if dying would kind of be the same thing because it resets combat. Do I have an interrupt? Yes, I do. There it is. I don't think I actually interrupted him though. I'm slowly killing him, but he's killing me quicker. I probably should go bear form as well, but also can't use Hearten in bear form. I don't think I have any other survival skills here in the red line. Wait, he has an elite arm? What? That is totally unfair. Not only does he have this big health pool, but he has an elite arm that's also with him. Guess I need to kite that around. No, I feel like this is a lost cause fight, but I'm still alive and he's still taking damage. Might as well get bash on him. Maybe I can fear him. That would be... No, he's immune. That would have just been nice. Okay, now I'm actually definitely trying to kill him. I was kind of expecting to die there for a long time, but we're making some progress. Okay, one more Hearten and I'll bear farm. Although yeah, I was gonna say I probably should have saved that. Wait, What? Oh, I have another vicious claws interrupt section. We ran our way far enough. I guess when he inducts it might be more useful to run away so I can stop taking damage for a bit and let Harton go off cooldown. Oh no, we're gonna interrupt that one. I don't feel safe running away. Oh no, I'm about to die. No wrath. I guess it is easy to just kind of run away. I move pretty fast, especially if I have rush. So yellow, at least at low level yellow bear, you can basically infinitely heal yourself and very slowly kill mobs. I don't know what this character, what it would be like, but that is... Oh, I guess I did have to kill the arm still. That was an interesting fight. Oh, it's tier 3. I just like suddenly remembered why this mob had so much health. But yeah, yellow line, I can play that for... after a minute, I can play that for a minute. I don't think at this level, when I played my Beorning last, at this level, the healing, self-healing wasn't enough to make it worth it compared to the blue line. The blue line survived better in longer fights, basically. But I'm also curious on that, so I might try it on the boss fight, actually. That'd be a good time to try it. Could probably run red for the rest of these then. I know that was a green mob, but it definitely felt like he died faster. Maybe I'm just used to that elite. I don't know, I've had fun running this tier 3 one on this character. No, it's not the most efficient thing, but I can still see the tier 3 rewards I get. I don't know, maybe I should have been playing red the whole time. I thought I was dying a lot easier at first. Maybe I was just prepared for that fight. Yeah, I do have to spec the yellow line, but that's no problem. I need to spec it anyway. I don't know, maybe it's a problem more for you all if you don't want to see me do it, but if you're more interested in the skirmish, apply. Yeah, we definitely want that, especially for solo. Yes. Yeah, that's... It's not even the biggest bubble, but I think 1 point would be worth it. Trisman, outgoing healing. So that's a 10-meter range. This one's melee range. Costs 10 wrath. This one costs 10 wrath as well. Yeah, I like the one that can deal damage better. Snare, I don't care about the snare. That has no effect on me, but I feel like I might as well put a point in it. So you have a ton of points left to spend from the yellow line. I guess definitely the Harton one. Critical chance, get more crit heals. I feel like that's a really weak bleed. I don't think that would be worth getting the first point in. Also not sure, execute, probably just morale. Okay, so we'll see, because I am also curious what the blue line will be like. I definitely want to apply Mark of Bjorn. One of them's marks, this one's Mark of Grim Bjorn, and that one's Mark of Bjorn. Maybe. I guess I must face the target, okay. Hold up. I have usually my bears at 5. That's really bothering me. As far as these heals go, I seem to be doing okay. And the bear form's where I really feel like Yellow Line improved. So that's just a regular heal, and this one can heal and then has a hot. Also got a 5-second stun here. Wow, the War of Banner. Usually that's just a one-shot thing, but I guess on tier 3 I actually have to do a couple of things to it. Yeah, my self-sustain seems to be a lot more than I thought it was. I don't know, compared to Blue Line, if I do more damage, where it would be. That's really messing me up, the bear being on 6 instead of 5. It fits like perfectly though, both the bear form and man form one with the skills I have. Could always put the longer cooldown one, what's that, Horton, on the other side of it. Like actually at 6? I don't know. And if I need some bigger heals, I can do some quick burst here. I can also stun him. I think he has a totem thing up. Or a war banner. Looks more like a totem to me. So definitely survives better than I thought it would. That's pretty much my verdict for Yellow Line there real quick. So we did complete a tier 3 one. We'll see, I got Deed bestowed, Brigand Slayer advanced, that doesn't help me. To battle, use rush. All I need is that. Oh yeah, I have, I guess I have these. 1, 2. Need a complete quest, okay. Big Connie cake set. I could see that being a kind of annoying deed. Did I even get... I should have paid attention. Did I even get the tier 3 quest? I wonder if you... My Warden was able to, so I think this character would have been able to, but... Let me check the deed. I still don't know where the deed would be though, is the thing. I know it feels kind of epic. I don't know if that's what it is. And I don't know if it's a hidden one, like you need to complete it and then you get it. Which would mean 30 of those. So maybe I'll look into that later, but I don't have much else planned for this. I think I don't really want to do any of those defensive skirmishes. Those take too long. And we kind of ended on a fun tier 3 one. These are the barter rewards again. The only one I'm really interested in is the Sienna Goat. I don't know, maybe the Croptic Craven. That one could look decent. I don't think the Cloak of Shadows really matches anything I would use. But yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, all I've got here. I like my Beorning setup now that I got her new weapons. I could probably search for some gear. At least head there while trying to wrap this up. I guess for things that I will do coming up is I'm probably going to do a review of this event. Just summarize my opinions on it. I have to think a little bit more about it, but I don't know what the event, what they like intended it to be, but when they first announced it in the update patch notes, it made it sound like it was going to be a lot more rewarding, basically. But otherwise, I enjoy skirmishes, so it's just a fun thing to have. But yeah, other stuff coming up, more streams. I don't know if I'll do more of these skirmish streams. I want to level some new characters on Hinor, mainly a Beorning now. Maybe a Guardian as my one after that. Because I definitely want to level a Guardian as well. And then also just my Lore Master streams, the main other thing I do, I guess. I do have... Actually, I don't have... I have some stuff recorded, but I need to edit it, so it'll be quite a whiles away. And I will do actually a tour of my kinship house. That's another thing. I will probably actually record that nowish, maybe. I don't know if I want to do it tonight, but either tonight or tomorrow. I'll see what I feel like after this. But yeah, that's all this stuff coming up. And so I've inspired you to give dual wield a try again on your Beorning. I don't know, I like dual wield. Again, two-hander works better. As you mentioned, some of the stuff doesn't scale correctly with dual wielding, and that's a known issue, so it'd probably, hopefully, be fixed in the future. And yeah, otherwise I do find dual wielding more fun, and it's better than the two-hander I have. But in general, if you had like equal dual wielding weapons compared to an equal two-hander, the two-hander would be better at this point. But anyway, that's all I have for this, so I hope you all did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun doing the skirmishes, especially the tier 3 one at the end, and all the stuff on my Warden was fun, relearning how the high-level Wardens work. But yeah, if you all did enjoy, please do consider liking and subscribing for more. And I did want to thank James Sinclair for the donation. That still won't play on the stream, but he donated $20, so I do really appreciate that. Thanks again. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching and joining the stream.